It's the Packers and the Bills under the lights on Sunday night.
We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Singletary to get the drive started. A future. Rodgers and Allen have faced off one time before, and it was the Packers who shut out the Bills that day 22-0. That was just Allen's third NFL. On the handoff, running left, Singletary. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Singletary. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Here's Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games. Always in contention for a championship.
Running on first down.
But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed.
To throw, it's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Line of scrimmage left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 46 yards. And the Packers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield
and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Allen going to keep it again. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with third. Now Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs.
Yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. He completes it to the tight end Knox.
They decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. From the 27, Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. Rodgers now to throw. Got Dobbs over the middle. And he's got a first down as the tackle made. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Throwing now is Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. From the 22, Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. That throw, Charles, in the middle of the field.
A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And here's Allen. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start. What you see.
Up the middle, Jones.
Zipped it right in there.
They'll run here with Dillon. And he'll work his way closer. Jet sweep. Here's Watson. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Christian Watson, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So that, Charles, his second touchdown of the ball game. He had the more standard receiving touchdown earlier. This time he finds the end zone in the run game. Yeah, they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That is complete downfield to Knox. And they're going to have this across midfield. They go right back to Singletary. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Throwing is Allen on third. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
To the receiver and help prevent that completion.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills have come back.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. And they both have specific outcomes. Really well done.
He finds Watson complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Here's Rodgers to throw. That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. Stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So the play in half number 1. Eluding the pressure right. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to get this back.
The ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman. Here's Rodgers. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cobb. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. Throwing is Rodgers. And it's incomplete. No hesitation from Matt LaFleur as he sends out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick here is good. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. Singletary again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes you're...
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Open man, here is Cobb. And he is going to have a Packers first down. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he's got room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 31 yards there and a first down. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up. Or else can he do this downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right.
Touchdown! Christian Watson from 19 yards away. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding.
Third down. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Just a couple of inches now from the 29. Allen running the option to the left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, he was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he whips that one.
They got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And boy, he did all he could, but he's going to finally be stopped a couple yards short of the
back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense.
On third down, they go with Singletary. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Singletary. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Okay, so thought they might go for it here down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills are forced to settle for 3. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish.
Show something, and they did in this one. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets, defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Helping them just a field goal? That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Packers, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.